everyone, welcome back to my channel. Anyways, if you can't hear this, then I'm very sorry. But today we're gonna be watching her story, and it's gonna say I survived a haunted field trip. Let's watch it.
Our yellow bus pulled into a
Oh
sketchy
no,
gas
that's so
station.
loud. That's so loud. Ah, I'll be back, guys. Now, guys, I hope you can hear me. But let's watch. I survived a haunted field trip.
In the middle of nowhere, and the entire cheer squad poured out like we'd been caged for a week. My friend Kayla sniffed herself. I can't believe we have to travel in our cheer uniforms. I bet football players don't have to deal with this. I was scanning for road signs when I noticed an old man sitting on
An old man. Yeah, go talk to the old man.
a bench outside the front window. He was watching us. His eyes moved from girl to
Boy, this guy's a creep. He's watching the girls, guys.
girl like he was taking attendance. Our coach, Ms. Adler, walked right up to him
Yeah. Miss Adler, beat that guy up.
and asked, "Hello there? Do you happen to have directions to the Topekiki?"
Why would you ask the craziest man at the at the place at the gas station?
Yugni Teamwork Summer Camp? He slowly looked up at her and spit on the ground. Go back the way we came.
Jeez. Why would you spit on the ground? We already talked about how much germs are on spit.
And turn right at the yellow scarecrow, not the blue one. You'll see it further down their road. Ms. Adler clasped her hands. Thank you
Class? Have you? Yeah, that's probably what we did right now.
so much, kind sir. Then he
Thank you so much, Kansa. I couldn't possibly thank you that more, guys. I couldn't possibly thank you more, old man.
added, "The land up there takes what it's owed." Ms. Adler laughed it off, patted his shoulder, and walked back to the bus smiling. What an interesting man, she said.
What an interest.
As she walked by, Kayla whispered in my ear, "Did that man just curse us?" I snorted
He cursed us. Nah.
and headed back
That's what the girl did. That's what snorted means.
to the bus. But when I looked back, his eyes were locked directly onto
Why is it always on the main character? Can't it lock onto other somebody, please?
mine. I looked away first and rushed back onto the bus. The bus wound up the mountain. The road narrowed and the cell towers disappeared. Kayla
No.
pulled a switchblade from her jacket and flipped it open against her knee.
No, she has a knife.
I looked around
Why are they only like 1, 2? There are only 4 cheerleaders here.
to make sure no one saw. Kayla, you know weapons aren't allowed. She tucked it back. I'm going to the middle of nowhere with a bunch of people who can't even change a tire. You're
Yo.
welcome. 2 rows behind us, Brianna and Jess were doing a terrible
Who are these 2 people? She has the tie at the back. These are these random bullies. Both bullies.
job of whispering. My boy
Yeah, probably. I've seen people who whisper like, "Oh, guys, let's do this stuff." And they talk so loud that Zimbabwe can hear them.
boyfriend Tyler is driving up tonight after lights out to meet with me.
Your boyfriend Tyler is driving up to, after lights up and he's gonna get hit up by a car because he's obviously driving. He's obviously driving because at nighttime.
Jess gasped. No freaking way. Hannah,
No freaking way. No, actually, there's more people.
sitting ahead of us, held her freshly painted nails out the window to dry.
Why?
Dripping neon pink polish hit every
No, imagine that's no, and somebody comes and they slip on the paint.
everything in a 3-foot radius. At the edge of a small town we passed, I noticed
Welcome, X.
a hand-painted welcome sign nailed to a rotting post.
This is weird, guys.
A weird symbol was painted on it, a circle with lines radiating inward.
No, this looks like boom. X, welcome. Line down the middle. It's probably painted with animal blood. Not real blood, YouTube, animal blood. Animal.
like a sun collapsing into itself. I stared until it was behind us. The campgrounds looked like it hadn't been updated since before my grandparents.
Yo, that's like, why, these are all wooden cabins while there's a concrete house.
Were born. Wooden cabins formed a half circle around a fire pit. An open field had knee-high grass you could get lost
Oh my gosh.
in. The only cool thing was the rusted archery range with targets mounted on hay bales that were falling apart. Hannah pressed her face against the bus window. Please tell me those targets are for us.
No, they're not for us. They're not for you guys. They're not.
I've been dying to shoot something all summer.
What? Hannah, you're crazy. Why do you want to shoot stuff?
Devin turned to her. Summer started last week, Hannah. Whatever. I called
Yes, Hannah. Whatever.
dibs on the first shot. 5 counselors
These people probably wrote it.
stood waiting by the fire pit. All men, all smiling
All men, all smiling
with every tooth showing. The head counselor stepped forward.
Oh,
His
God.
skin looked like it had been left in the
Why
sun
did
for
they have to put the detail that it's all men? Why?
years. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You are going to have the time
Ladies and gentlemen, while there's like one boy and there's like 5 men.
of your lives. Hannah didn't wait half a second. Do you even brush your teeth? They're so yellow.
That's crazy, bro. Why, Hannah? You're crazy. You have to go in solitary confinement.
Are there bathrooms here? Because I'm
You have to go to the bathroom.
not squatting behind a tree for a week. Half the team
Jeez.
burst out laughing. The counselor's smile didn't drop, but his eyes narrowed.
Why were these? He's watching you, Hannah.
Then he laughed and gestured for us to follow. The cabins had screen doors, no locks, and mattresses that looked like they'd survived
Blood on the mattresses. Dirty mattresses. Jeez, they don't even have.
a
Yes.
flood. Another counselor pointed at the tree line. Woods go on for miles in every direction. Don't wander off alone or
Yeah, don't wander off alone, or the creepy man at the gas station is gonna catch you and eat you alive.
something might take a nasty bite out of you.
Jeez, yeah, that's what I said, bro.
He winked. None of us smiled back. Once inside the cabin, I
Wink.
pulled
Wink, wink, wink.
out my phone. 1 bar, then none.
Yeah, bro, no signal. No signal, guys, no signal. 26th of October? Which year is this? Let me check on my phone. It says the year. It says the year, guys. It says the year. What kind of... Oh, never mind. Never mind, guys. Never mind. It doesn't say the year. It's cool that it says the date. My phone doesn't say the date.
One again. Kayla checked her phone. No signal, no data, nothing. She tossed her phone on the mattress.
Imagine our phone went further and hit the ground and broke.
Guess we're roughing it. I fell back onto my bed and eventually fell asleep to the sound of bugs and branches scraping the roof.
Bugs and branches. Bugs and branches.
Suddenly, a hand shook my shoulder, and I opened my
It's
eyes to no
Hannah!
sunlight. A girl stood over me,
It's Hannah!
flashlight
It's
trembling,
Hannah!
mascara
It's Hannah!
smeared. Hannah is
Hannah!
missing. We
What did I say? I predicted something about Hannah.
searched the woods for hours. Our flashlights shone into endless trees that swallowed the beams with darkness 20 feet out. The
No.
counselors kept steering us whenever we got too far. Try this way. Stay in pairs.
That guy, this old man stole Hannah, guys.
After 3 hours of finding nothing, the head counselor waved us all over to regroup. We'll pick it back up at first light. Everyone back to your cabins. Miss Adler squeezed my arm
You're just letting go of Hannah. She's probably getting eaten by the old man, guys.
on the way back. I'm sure she's fine, sweetheart. She probably found a warm spot and fell asleep. I looked at her face and could tell she believed her own words. I laid in my bed for hours, unable to fall asleep.
Hannah's parents about to sue the school, guys.
A scream cut through the air before
That's
the
Hannah. That's Hannah.
sun cleared the ridge.
The
I was
old man caught him. The old man caught her. He's eating her, right?
out of my bunk and running barefoot toward the archery range. My cheer squad members were stopping one by one ahead of me.
Why one by one?
Each one froze in place. Then I did the exact same thing. Hannah was pinned to the center
What? What did they do to her?
of the archery target. Her head hung forward and her hair covered her face.
What happened?
Her
The
neon
old man broke in and shot her. That's what he said.
pink nail polish caught the early morning sun. The girl next to me dropped to her knees in the grass. Screaming started and didn't stop.
Why is she just going hanging over and go, what?
Cheer members grabbed each other. The boys held a
Ah, you also got bare feet. She's the only one in the entire pack that bare feet, guys. She's the only one. She's the only one that's bare feet, guys.
about 3 crying girls each. Ms. Adler's hand covered her mouth and stayed there. One boy said, "We need to leave.
We need to leave. When did this boy come?
Right now. Let's get on the bus." Suddenly, we were turning, retreating from the corpse of our friend
Yeah, let's just leave, guys. Let's just leave the corpse there to rot.
and teammate. My legs were already moving when the counselors stepped forward, blocking our path. The head
Look! Everybody get around. Don't let them pass. Let's not let them pass.
counselor held up his hands. "Everyone, listen to me. We just got word that cell towers in this area are completely down.
What? Bro, what do you mean? The bus can... Oh. Okay. They probably ran on the fuel. So,
And there's been a rock slide on the access road overnight. The only way off this mountain is blocked until an emergency crew can clear it."
just walk. Just run. Just do a backflip. Pick up SCP-999 on the way. Pick up SCP-4. Pick up SCP-096. It can help you against the old man. Just don't look at his face. Or get able, guys.
Paused and scanned our faces. We've already radioed for help. It's on the way. For now, everyone needs to stay
Then
calm
how?
and stay together.
You have
This
no
is the
signal
safest
on
place for you.
radios, I think.
Everyone pulled out their phones at the same time. One girl
The
said,
same
"Why
time.
don't
The same time. Get all your minds. Pair them together.
I have any bars?" Another cried, "With no way to call home. Call the police. Call anyone. What
Yeah, you can't call anyone, guys.
do we do?" Ms. Adler stepped in front of the group. She put her arm around the nearest crying girl and raised her voice. "The counselors are trained for situations like this. Help is coming. We need to
That's
trust
a lie. The counselors are trained for leading the old man into the girls. That's what happened to Hannah.
the process." She looked at the counselors with complete, unquestioning faith. I looked at the counselors with the complete opposite look. The counselors insisted on splitting us into smaller groups across different cabins.
They're gonna hunt down the girls. And boys. By the way.
For safety, to keep everyone calm.
By the way,
They
where's the other boy?
grabbed our arms and pointed in different directions. Some of us resisted, holding
No,
on to one
don't
another like a life
go.
preserver. However, they got their way. I ended up in a cabin with Kayla, Devin, and Lisa. The 4 of us sat on our bunks in silence until Kayla pulled me to the corner. She pressed something into my hand, her switchblade.
It's the
"Just in case,"
switchblade.
she whispered. "What about you?" She
It's
held
the switchblade, guys. Why are you giving it up?
up an even bigger switchblade and smirked.
Oh, she has a second one.
"You didn't think I only carried one, did you?" I tucked her gift into the waistband of my cheer skirt and pulled
Yeah,
my
you
shirt
need-
over it.
you need
"Thanks,
protection."
Kayla." We hugged and were terrified of letting go. The day dragged on. The counselors brought us food, canned soup and bread that tasted like
Ugh.
it had been stored underground for months. They smiled and said, "Don't worry, help is on the way." The
Are
moment
you holding her shoulders like?
the sun set, a counselor stopped by our cabin to deliver the worst news. "One of your fellow teammates, Amber, wandered off toward the creek. We're looking for her now."
No, why? Why did you? I thought these counselors could be trusted. We are learning some law. These counselors are bad.
He left before we could ask a single question. We stared at one another in horror. The next morning, the counselor came back. "Unfortunately, 2 more from your squad are gone. They
Why? Why? These counselors' protection is not good.
snuck out during the night. Happens every year. Scared kids try to walk home. We'll find them. Don't worry." He
Though he led the old man to kill them.
smiled, showing his yellow teeth. I noticed his shirt had a dark stain near the collar. He noticed me staring and buttoned his jacket over it. The moment he walked out, Devin leaned into me. Nobody
Yeah, that was blood. That was blood.
who wanders off comes back? This is super weird. I nodded my head, agreeing. We need to talk to Ms. Adler. Lisa stepped forward. But they won't just let us out. I grabbed Kayla's hand. Can you distract them long enough for me to sneak out? She smiled and winked. Leave it to me. 10 minutes later, Kayla was crying hysterically in the arms of the counselor guarding our door, and I was
She's gonna sneak out.
hopping out the window. I found
Why did she walk right through the window?
Ms. Adler in the mess hall. She was alone, tearing a piece of bread into smaller and smaller pieces
Why?
and not eating any of them. I sat down beside her. Girls are disappearing and nobody is coming back. The
Yeah,
counselors are
nobody's coming back, guys.
lying. We need to get the rest of the girls
Yeah, we need to get the rest of the girls and the one boy gone.
and run. She put her hands on my shoulders. These are trained professionals, sweetheart. I know it's
That's
scary,
so
but we have
cap.
to trust the system. I looked at her, then pulled away and walked out. I had
Yeah,
to crash
walk
through the back
away.
wall of a cabin, holding my phone at weird angles trying to catch a single bar of signal. Voices carried from the cabin next door caught my attention. Two counselors were talking, so I inched forward to hear them better. I got blood on my
Listen.
damn jacket again. My eyes
Listen to them.
widened. From which one? That mouthy bitch from the first night. Glad she went first. She had a
What? Hannah. He's talking about Hannah, guys. She's talking about Hannah. I mean.
mouth on her that wouldn't quit. The land doesn't care about manners. No, but I do. They both laughed.
That's crazy. This guy killed Hannah, and this guy probably killed the others.
I covered my mouth with my hands and my phone slipped out, landing in the dirt. I pressed my back against the wall and held my breath. After 5 minutes of not breathing, I grabbed my phone and tiptoed away.
How
I
can you stay 5 minutes without breathing?
climbed back through the window and found Kayla, Devin, and Lisa waiting for me. I told them everything I'd learned. Lisa collapsed onto the ground and pulled her knees to her chest. How many of us are left? I counted on my fingers. Maybe 9 or 10. Spread
Then
across 4 cabins. Devin started pacing. The archery range had tools in the storage box by the targets. I saw a hatchet during the tour. Kayla ran over to her bag and pulled out a notebook, then started sketching a map of the campgrounds. If we go through the tree line behind the mess hall, it connects to the access road about a
how
mile
do
out.
you know all of this? How do you know all of this? Did you just recall this from your childhood?
Lisa looked over. What about the rock slide? I frowned. I doubt it's real. If it is,
Yeah, it's not real.
then we climb over it. If it's a lie, we can drive to safety. Lisa started crying. What
You
if
don't know how to drive.
they catch us? How can we get a car? Oh my god, we're all going to die. Kayla looked at me. I touched the switchblade in my waistband. I walked over and put my hand on Lisa's shoulder. Then we die fighting. We're cheerleaders. No
Yeah, we're cheerleaders, guys. We're cheerleaders.
one's going to snuff out our spirit. Lisa took a deep breath and
Yeah,
nodded
who's gonna snuff out the spirit?
slowly. We waited until 2 a.m. when it was pitch black out. We
How
slipped
do you know it's sweat?
out the back window, one at a time, and moved low through the grass. Devin tapped on the next cabin's glass. 2 girls appeared at the glass and opened the
Wake up!
window for us. Devin expertly gave me a foothold so I could silently tumble through and land inside the cabin. I quickly whispered everything we knew to them, as well as my plan. They joined us without hesitation.
Yeah, join
Sneaking out the
us!
same window.
More
Devin split
power!
off toward the archery range
We're
while we
two-
collected the
we're
next
two-
cabin.
we're
We had 3
better
more.
together.
One of them started crying the second we explained. Kayla grabbed her face with both hands. You can cry when we're safe.
Yeah, you
right
can
now,
cry
you
when
move.
we're safe,
The girl
little
nodded
girl.
and climbed through the window.
Little girl.
Devin came back over
I
with the
meant-
hatchet in one hand and his face drained of color. Hannah's gone, he whispered. The target she was on. She's not there anymore. All that's left is a
We knew that from the morning.
pool of blood. I looked toward the range, but couldn't see much further than our small group in the dark. Lisa covered her mouth. What did they do with her body? One of the girls started breathing fast.
They ate her. Dun, dun, dun.
Do you think they buried her? Or did they? Kayla grabbed both their arms. Stop. We're not doing this right now.
Stop. Just stop. Get your information ready.
We need to move, or we end up on one of those targets too.
Yeah, we're dead.
9 of us moved in a
1,
line
2,
through the
3, 4,
shadows,
5,
behind
6,
the mess
7.
hall toward
No,
the tree
there's only
line. The
7.
woods were 30 feet away.
There's
20.
only 7. Wait,
10.
DJ.
A flashlight snapped on
1, 2,
behind us. Hey, what are you doing out
Kevin's
here?
only
We
7.
ran. The tree line
He's only
swallowed us.
7.
Branches tore at my arms and my face and my legs. My hair got caught in a branch, but I kept running. Behind us, flashlights clicked on and voices shouted, "They went into the woods! Get them, idiots!"
Get them!
A counselor crashed through the brush and
them!
grabbed Devin by the backpack. He was pulled back
Devin,
and
no!
slammed into the ground face first. The
He's
hatchet
dead.
went flying and landed near Lisa, who
He's
picked it
dead.
up and ran at the
Chill.
counselor who was standing over Devin.
Die!
Lisa swung and the blade caught his forearm. He
Die!
screamed and stumbled away. Devin
Good.
scrambled up and grabbed the hatchet with one hand and Lisa's hand in the other. We kept running. However,
These
the thick
people have no
forest hid our view of one
survival
another, and the
awareness.
group fractured. Pairs split left, trios split right. I heard screaming behind me, then a squelching sound, then only my breath as I ran and ran. I ran until every direction looked the same. I stopped behind a thick tree
Whoa.
and pressed my back against the bark. My lungs burned. I pressed my hand over my mouth to quiet my breathing and listened. I heard footsteps and crouched lower. That's when my knee pressed into something soft. I looked down and wanted to cry. My knee had touched a body. I scrambled
No!
backward into another tree.
It's
It was
Devin.
a boy who went
It
to my
was that boy. It was that boy.
college. I could tell from his school
It was
sweatshirt.
that
Then I
boy.
recognized him as Tyler, Brianna's boyfriend. I stared in horror
It's
at the man who snuck in
Tyler.
for a romantic rendezvous. I pinched my arm, trying to shock myself out of it. I spotted his phone in his
It
jacket
was
pocket and
Tyler.
pulled it out with shaking hands. No signal, but a sliver of battery. I scrolled to his music app, propped the phone against a tree root, cranked the volume to max, and ran fast in the opposite direction. Music echoed through the silent woods. Flashlight beams swung toward the sound
Yeah, go
like
to the
moths.
the
I kept
point.
moving until trees thinned and I found a small cabin set back from a dirt path. I pushed the door open and stepped inside. My eyes were still adjusting when something hit the back of my head and the floor came up to
Yo!
meet me. I opened my eyes and saw dirt underneath me. Goosebumps arose on my skin. My hands were bound behind my back with rope, and I was
Oh,
laying in a
no.
circle where 6 other cheerleaders sat beside me, bound the same way. Kayla was on my left. Her eye was swollen shut, and her lip was split. Blood had dried on her chin. Devin was across from me, still unconscious. Lisa sat next to him, willing Devin to wake up with her eyes. There were only 7 of us left. I sat up and looked around. We were in a clearing surrounded by
it
trees
counts as
so
saving.
tall they blocked the stars. Torches burned in a wide circle around us, their flames hissing and spitting
What
in the
is
mountain
this?
air. At the center of the circle stood a stone altar.
You missed
It looked
the
older
wrong
than anything
people.
on this mountain. Moss grew up the sides, and the base was stained dark in ways I didn't want to think about. Carved into the face of the stone was a symbol, a circle with lines radiating inward. I thought
Oh,
about the symbol
no,
I saw
what
on the
is
town
that?
welcome sign when we first drove in. I looked further away from us
that's
and
what
saw
it
every
is.
person I'd encountered since we arrived. They stood around the torches, the counselors with their 2 wide smiles, the gas station man from the bench who still hadn't blinked.
See, this is
Townspeople
what I said. This is what I said. The old man was gonna betray us.
only glimpsed through the bus window when we drove in. There were 30, maybe 40 of them,
No.
all standing around, staring at us like a roach you found in your tub. The gas station man stepped forward. He looked directly at me. The land takes what it's owed. The head counselor walked to the altar and placed both hands on the stone. His too wide smile was gone. Every year, the mountain calls for a large sacrifice, and we answer. A
Nah,
group
why you sacrifice?
arrives willingly. We welcome them. We show them a good time. I almost laugh at his definition of a good time. He paused. Each
A
night,
good time.
one is given to the land,
Sure, buddy.
and on the final night, the rest are given together. He looked at us. This is the final night. Their
No,
chanting
they
started low,
did.
a hum that built from the edges inward. The
Hum,
townspeople
hum.
swayed. Torchlight flickered across their faces and stretched their shadows into the trees behind them. Kayla's shoulder pressed against mine. Her breathing was fast and shallow, but she still smiled at me.
She
I'm
can't
glad we're
talk.
together. Devin started slowly waking up. The other girls were shaking in terror. I worked my fingers behind my back and found the handle of the blade tucked into my waistband.
No
I smirked,
way.
thinking, I guess they thought a teenage girl in a cheer skirt wasn't a threat. The chanting grew louder. Suddenly, an argument broke out near the altar. 2 townspeople shoved each other. The head counselor stepped away from the stone to stand between them. A woman screamed at an older man. I think the man should go first. He's already waking up. The older man pointed at his broken nose. No way. The bitch who broke my nose goes first. She needs to pay. I flipped the blade open and sawed, strand by strand. My wrists burned. Blood ran down my palms and made the handle slippery. Finally, the rope gave. My hands came free. I kept them behind my back and didn't move. I slowly leaned into Kayla. She opened her hands and the blade passed between us. She cut herself loose in seconds and passed it to Devin, who had finally woken up. Devin to Lisa. Lisa to the next girl. Down the circle, one by one, we passed the knife, while 40
Are they
people
not-
screamed at each other by the altar. Nobody looked at us. We sat perfectly still with our hands behind our backs. I whispered, "Once I give the signal, get to that truck over there." Lisa looked at me. "What signal?" 3 men were chest to chest by the altar. I bolted forward, grabbed the nearest torch from the ground, and drove it into the base of the altar. The dry cloth caught instantly. Flames climbed the stone and leapt to the wooden frame holding the torches. The fire spread fast and hot, and the chanting collapsed into
crazy
screaming.
people.
Their sacred altar was burning, and years of ritual was turning to ash. The others ran,
Yes!
and I turned to catch up
Ritual
with them.
shall
Devin made it to
burn.
the truck first, searching around for keys. The keys fell from the visor, and Devin
Why
shook
would
them
they
in
just
triumph.
be there?
Ha! We piled in. Kayla sat on my lap. Lisa hopped in the bed with a
Hey.
few others, gripping the sides. Devin turned the key,
This
and the
is
engine
nice.
started on the first try. Devin drove the truck down the mountain in the dark, with only the headlights cutting through fog. The road curved and dropped and straightened out. Kayla looked around. I guess the rock slide was a lie. Behind us, through
Yeah.
the trees, an orange glow climbed
How
into
does
the sky.
Devin know how
The fire
to-
was spreading, consuming the
Yo.
campgrounds and soon the surrounding forest. I looked at everyone in the truck. Kayla next to me. Her
Why
eye
are
was
their eyes
completely
so
swollen
wide?
shut now, blood on her chin, gripping the dashboard with white knuckles. Devin kept his eyes on the road,
His eyes are so
focused,
big.
but I saw how 2 of his fingers were bent in the wrong way. Lisa hugged the
Ah,
other girls in the truck
no.
bed. Out of an entire cheer squad, only we remained. I looked in the rearview mirror one last time to watch the
That's
fire grow.
AI. That was wow. That was
At my mother's funeral,
Oh my
I
gosh,
screamed,
go away.
"Daddy, why is Mom?"
No, go away. And these guys, that was a good video. That wasted a lot of my time though. Bye guys.